Westmore, the second winningest coach among active coaches, and there's Brenda, who won 2 conference titles at UNC Asheville just up the road. And now the third ever meeting, Buccaneers and Wolfpack. Welcome to the 2024 basketball season. What an exciting week to basketball. We've seen ranked matchups aplenty. USC Ole Miss battling it out. And here in the ACC, Zoe Brooks and this dynamic Wolfpack team, a quick turnover. There's the ETSU starting 5, and it features ECU transfer Paige Lyons. Braylon Milton needs some big minutes tonight. What an attack of the bucket. A miss for Kendall Foley, the all preseason SoCon standout. Wolfpack scored 75 points a game a year ago, and Rivers hits the first.
That's one of the keys for her this year. She's moved from the point guard off to the wing.
Here's a deep 3 that's blocked by Brooks. Zoe running the break with Isaiah James. James calls her number. That's a pretty good one. First bucket for Isaiah. Little kick out. Lyons for 3 is a bit short. ETSU 0 of 7 from the field. Look at Brooks go to the bucket, but short, and a foul.
And freshman Zam Jones, so talented at the point guard spot. That's why Coach Moore decided to push Sanaya off to the wing to utilize her scoring.
Last year made 14 free throws a game. That led the ACC. As Brooks misses the second, the broadcaster jinx alive and well in night 1.
If you're a veteran player, Mallory's a little bit young, sets up she's going to have to adjust, hopefully within the game or when she starts watching film.
As Foley hits the jumper, good adjustment from the senior. Isaiah James into her bag. No more headband for James. The extra pass finds Rivers, who misses. Collier the board, and stripped. Good hand, Snotherly. Here comes Carson slowing it down. ETSU only down 4 late in this first quarter.
Right, their defense are limiting second chance points. It's keeping them in the game.
Open 3 again. That one's in. First triple for Foley.
And once she made that first pull-up jumper, she developed that confidence. She's starting to get loose. She's really the player the Wolfpack has to try and stop tonight.
Foley only shot 18% from deep last year. That's a huge improvement. And now it's the Pack who haven't scored in 3 minutes. Look at Coach Mott anchor up her defense. Top 10 in the country in scoring D a year ago. Collier, good find from James.
Good patience by Isaiah James right there. Drove to the basket once she got the defender on her hip. Waited until she saw the opening and dropped it over the top.
Last year it was Chattanooga who led the SoCon in scoring defense. And they're hanging tough in this first quarter. Another 3. There, the paint is open. Braylon Milton on a Tuesday.
And that ties it up for the Buccaneers. Crowd getting restless here at Reynolds Coliseum.
This is the 3rd straight year. Kentucky, South Carolina, NC State. ETSU's played really good foes game 1. Collier banging down low. 2 more.
Great pass by Zam Jones. You see Collier's strength right there, staying with it through contact.
Foley kicks it. Milton on the mismatch. Up top. Can the Buccaneers take the lead late? What a drive and trigger. Welcome to NC State.
Quite a welcome to the team right.
Lyons was leaking. Here's Snotherly. That's a deep 2. And that bounces out. Zoe Brooks just misses. And that would account too. Defensive-minded first quarter, 10-8.
2 straight top classes for NC State, and each one of those freshmen brings some special talent to the team.
Right now, 2 of those are on the court. As Lacey Steele gets her first minutes, and a deep 3 is an air ball. It's been a bugaboo for the Bucks. 2 of 10 from deep. Here's Brooks 1v1 into her bag, and the pass stolen. Back come the Buccaneers with Milton. Milton step through. Lovely finish.
The transfer from Cincinnati really has that ability to drive and score. Ties up the game.
Madison Hayes attacks. That's where she's special. Her first points.
She made that exact same move against Chattanooga for a big 3-point play that sparked the Wolfpack last year.
Milton step back 3. That's off. 2 of 12 from deep. But still a 2-point game. Quigley. Her first shot goes home. Friendly bounce here in Reynolds.
And right on cue, she took that first pass in transition, drove, made a tough pull-up jumper in the paint.
Devin Quigley and Zoe Brooks were AAU teammates. Kind of started the connection for Westmore on the recruiting trail. Nice look to Hunt, who's failing it. Good bucket.
She's got the most experience for this bucket.
Jones. Zam Jones draws a charge.
Where on the NC State's end, I feel like I'm seeing a little bit more one-on-one play. I think Westmore probably needs to get them in a set, get them into better shot selection.
Here's a three. Really good catch and shoot. Richardson for the lead. James into trouble. And James double dribbles.
So close out hard.
50% of the shots are for deep here for ETSU. Now Gemma Grutner-Bakul into the game. First appearance for the junior guard. Bakul staying cool under pressure. Nice kick out. Another three. It's Lucy Hood.
And that was just a simple pick and pop right there.
Sam Jones. Nice pass to Quigley. The freshman connection short. And here's ETSU up 4. NC State double-digit turnovers. That's been the difference in the second quarter.
I think Coach Moore's got to be talking about that in the timeout. Take care of the ball, get good shots.
Snotherly the kick. And that one rattles in. Back-to-back buckets for Youngkin. As they work it in the lane, Collier, that has those 4 points, wants 6, and she's got it.
And you saw the difference with her and Awu.
Whose career high is only 8, so she's putting on a nice night. And there's an offensive foul, illegal pick. It's a big learning curve tonight down low. Zoe Brooks for 3. Hayes the board. That's no good. Tip drill, Quigley. And a touch foul on Kendall Foley. So first career free throws for Devin Quigley. Boy, this place got quiet quick, and the freshman knocks it in. Makes both.
You get those multi-sport athletes, you know that they're going to be able to do a lot more things for you.
Speaking of cross country, NC State women just won the ACC title. They're a reigning national championship contender. But back on the hardwood, we got a 2-point game. Milton with 10. Gets the screen. Milton enters. Oh, the lefty finish is good.
Impressive finish there. I bet NC State was not expecting that left-handed scoop.
When Milton was in Cincinnati, those teams tangled in the Bahamas in a Thanksgiving tournament. She played well, but didn't score a bunch. State obviously won that championship. Here's Hayes. Knock it in the 3.
The senior leadership.
Here's the steal. Brooks on the run. NC State fouled. That's an on-the-floor foul.
She was hoping for just a play on because she had the easy layup.
Zoe Brooks.
They're really good about themselves. NC State, though, can look at this advantage, this opportunity.
Megan Downing finds a good option in Carson. Clock to 10. ETSU 2 minutes without a bucket. Snotherly steps through the lane and hits. Whoa, next level move.
Very nice up and under move for Snotherly. Good defense by NC State, but better offense on that finish.
Brooks dribbles through 2, hangs forever and hits it.
NC State starting to settle in, more of that penetration right there. Last time Brooks kicked out for the 3, this time took it all the way for the finish.
Here's the steal. Madison Hayes on the move. Extends the lead.
You can almost feel it coming with that 3 that she hit. Crowd is getting into it.
Open 3. That's a bit strong. Quigley the board. Final minute here in a fast-moving second quarter. A lot going on. Brooks. She's found her range. Zoe Brooks up to 7.
They can still make it a 1-possession game with a finish here.
Preseason All-SoCon. Kendall Foley. Nice screen. Foley drives. Foley banks it home. What an end to the first half.
Perfect execution. Exactly what Coach Mox Brown wanted. 1-possession game at halftime. Big surprise that East Tennessee State has stayed in it, but they have looked great. And Collier really did a good job. She's earned that start in the second half.
Here's James with a quick bucket to begin the second.
I think simplifying it right there, James got a nice mid-range jumper, just went ahead and took it.
Back to a 5-point lead. NC State shot it at 40% in the first half. Here's Downing off on the 3. In that first half, ETSU hit 4 triples. Brooks the other way. Rivers draws the double. Sanaya stays strong. Gets her board. That time, no. Here's Brooks. Rivers, that time hits it.
Senior leadership coming through right here. The dynamic duo we talked about in the opening, Rivers and James. 2 big shots to get it started.
Both guards part of the All-ACC preseason team. That hadn't happened at NC State in 20 years, a combination of top 10 players. As Rivers gets the steal. Sanaya in transition, breaks open the second half.
She is a big-time leader for this team, and she is really stepping up. Exactly what the Wolfpack needs. Now, how will the Buccaneers respond? They're going to settle it down, run a set.
It's a 7-0 run out of the break, and you can tell Wes Moore's words have paid off. There's Kendall Foley, preseason All-SoCon with some distance.
Coach Moore not pleased with that. Went under the screen on a good three-point shooter.
Great space. And a rare miss in the second half. James, the board, cleans it up.
Offensive rebounding is so crucial for the elite teams right there. James crashing the board, not settling.
How about 6 rebounds for Isaiah James? You don't see that a ton from the senior guard. As Rivers picks the pocket of Foley. Here's Rivers running through Raleigh and draws contact.
She needs to be more consistent in finishing those free throws. She's back in, but a little bit limping.
This is Paige Lyons, the ECU transfer. Richardson. Nice move. Richardson flips it in.
Not good help side defense.
Isaiah James. Perfect move in the lane, and James heating up. She's got 8. Carson kicks. Lyons into the trees. Richardson's been battling a wrist injury all offseason. Works into traffic. Downing with 2 and travels. ETSU with its 13th turnover. Brenda Mock, she's a hoot on the sideline. Always encouraging, always working her players.
Very entertaining.
And year 3 here at ETSU as Brooks drives in and banks it home.
That's pure talent right there. They're going to try and go press.
Foley's turn. Nice bucket. That's Carson. James' turn. Isaiah James 0-2 from deep. That's been the story for NC State.
NC State staff upset that they're not crashing the boards there.
And the folks in Reynolds thought that was a turnover. Lyons. Quick steal, Rivers. She's got 3 of those. Rivers lays it off. James. Air ball. Hayes foul. The energy from Madison Hayes.
That's exactly what NC State needs.
Madison Hayes, who made the bucket going into the break, misses the free throw. So the top 4 scorers with 8 or 9 points for NC State. Here's a 3. That's needed. Big one for Lucy Hood.
She was known as a three-point shooter out of high school, bringing it right into the college level.
Was she ever? Shot 60% from 3 in high school.
Very impressive.
Those are Derek Jordan numbers in shoot-around.
The old lefty back in the day.
Former NC State manager turned Towson coach as Jones misses the bucket. Hayes somehow got the rebound.
Buccaneers going zone here. NC State trying to find open looks.
Nice pass. And Brooks connects.
Great cross-court pass by Sanaya Rivers.
Brenda Mock calling the play out from the bench. Rivers nearly a steal. Milton heaves. Wedgie. Offensive board. And a foul on Brooks.
Got a lot of ball there. Might have gotten her with the body. She did move her a little bit, so I can see why the call was made.
ETSU with the free throw. And the true freshman resets. The 6'5" Trieger finds Rivers. She rattles out. Foley ahead of steam. Great pass. Extra ball. 3. It's good. Braylon Milton.
Very unselfish play by the Buccaneers. Took the extra pass. Got it to the wide open shooter. Zone gave NC State a lot of trouble last year, and it's happening again in this opener.
How about 7th triple for ETSU, and the ball movement sets that up. Little zone defense here for Hayes. She connects.
Good job stepping out in the short corner there. That's always a little open spot against the 2-3 zone.
Madison Hayes and Zoe Brooks now both in double figures. And is that not modern college basketball? 43-point attempts, and we're late in the third. That was Brenda's goal. 13 threes coming in. They're halfway there. Milton, good hezzy. Milton blows by and hits it.
You can see why she had power forward talent. Back to the man-to-man.
Sam Jones runs into traffic. Can NC State feed Traeger down there? Brooks spin cycle. Final minute of this third quarter. No easy look. And James creates one. You need one of those decibel meters with Madison Hayes. Like an Arrowhead last night. That place was bonkers. Paige Lyons on the move. Blows by Traeger and calls bank.
Hesitation move. That was pretty.
5'6" versus 6'5". Traeger, uber talented freshman, sets the pick. Zoe Brooks makes it happen. She's got 13.
She does such a good job of controlling her body, going through the air, finishing.
Milton, way short. There's Jones. Pack running. James hangs forever and draws a foul.
We'll see if NC State presses again. This is a great time to press.
Chef Zaza, as they call it.
Zaza, definite nickname. Beloved figure on the squad.
Final seconds of the third. Brenda Mock's team needs a bucket. Lions got to go. Richardson off the screen. Way off. Richardson. Oh, my goodness. Tenacity, toughness, bucket.
What an effort play by the Bucks to cut it back to 10.
What do you use this fourth quarter to get ready for South Carolina?
I think you want to up your intensity, up your defensive intensity, and your execution on offense so you feel comfortable. South Carolina is such a good defensive team that you're going to have to execute on Sunday.
Malaysia Fogle, the SEC tournament MVP.
Nice play.
In a state where Muggsy Bogues made a living for the Hornets. There's a jumper.
Sam Jones, such a good freshman right there. Just a simple pull-up, so under control. She plays already better than you would think from a true freshman.
NC State with 7 different players scoring tonight. Here's Lyons blowing by Owu and good hands. And then a tackle with the ref. 5v4. It's a power play. Across the street from the home of the Hurricanes. Rivers, the power play goal.
Dynamic score from Rivers. I feel like she could take over whenever she wants it.
Milton in the face of Rivers. Offensive board. Clock did not reset. Someone's got to go. That shot is off and in. Wow, Richardson again.
She didn't even know until there was 1 on the shot clock. Heaved it up. Great form, though, even though she was well beyond the line.
Her best shots are when it's panic, pedal to the metal, and she makes things happen. There's a Wu down low, looking for her first points at NC State. A Wu muscles. Free throws coming.
You see her strength right there.
Lorena Owu still waiting for her first career points. And there it is.
And there it is right there. Just makes you feel better that, okay, I don't have to worry about it now. I can just play.
Southerly. And that's offensive. Isaiah James gliding on the court. Wolfpack have lived in transition. And as you expect from a top 10 team, they've found some balanced scoring. 4 in double figures. Rivers stripped. I like this Richardson kid. She can play. As James drops it in.
Freshman out of Orlando, Florida. Good find by Coach Mock Brown.
Isaiah James, preseason All-ACC, up to 15 points, where she had 10 20-point games a year ago. How vital is her scoring for the Pack this year?
I think it's huge. You saw it in the NCAA run last year where she scored 23 points a game. That's what the Pack needs to upset the top 10 teams that they're going to see this year.
A nice bucket for Richardson there as James and these 3 guards for the Pack, all ACC caliber.
When she elevated her game, the Pack's game elevated.
What a time by James, finding Brooks. A Woo on the boards. And you got to say it with like a woo, a woo. Nice screen for Jadyn Harper, who checks in and airballs the shot. Lions the board.
Another offensive rebound.
Lions with 5. Second chance, another air ball. Hunt is there. That's a live ball to Lacey Steele. 10 on the clock for Zoe Brooks, who's having a great second half. Double figures in the final frame.
And I love coming off that double screen right there.
But here in the second half, NC State, a 7-0 run starting to pull away. Rivers in the passing lane. Here's a three. Ninth triple, and that's Gemma Grudner-Bakul out of Germany.
She was a scorer in junior college at McCook Community College. Really will be an effective scorer for the Bucks this year.
As will as Jadyn. She's cooking with 17.
She makes it look so easy.
Worth noting, only 9 have scored tonight. Typically a team that's a little deeper, but getting the young legs out. As that shot's affected by Hayes. Her presence was big in the second half. It's the Zoe Brooks show. Ripping passes across the court. Awu. Nice bucket for Awu down low.
I really like that rip through move right there. That's something you could tell they've probably worked on in practice. She just ripped it hard.
Jadyn Harper goes to work. So Jones gets moving. It is fun to see these new faces for NC State as Brooks lays it in. 21 points.
Very talented. There's no juniors on this team, so those sophomores and freshmen will have to lead.
By the way, new career high for Zoe Brooks. 21 in year 2. This is the redemption year for Zoe. Or the 6th man, the backup point guard, but taking over duties today. James sets her up for 24. Not feeling that one. Cocks the board. A State team that was down 6 late in the first half, but have found offense since. Cox for 3. Traeger, the giant in the paint. Traeger, welcome to the scorecard. First career bucket.
Showing off her strength right there. Buccaneers tried to rip it away from her, but she goes up, finishes with the and one.
With her mom and dad in attendance, Traeger putting on a show.
Great rebound right here, using her height, but then using her strength right here. Rips it through, finishes, and now she's got a chance with a three-point play.
There's the Traeger family from Stockholm, Sweden. And a three-point play.
Got a beautiful looking jump shot. If she can add to that with some strength in the interior, she's got a great future.
Westmore loves this freshman class, and we've seen 4 of them tonight. Nice drive late in the clock. Traeger affects it. And in a game that was single digits in the 4th quarter, that has blown open since. Here's a jump ball. Possession NC State.
Anytime the crowd got into it with 9 newcomers, they look like a team that's going to compete in the Southern Conference.
Watch out. Southern Conference. Wofford the favorite. ETSU putting on a show. But tonight it's about NC State with #1 South Carolina looming. This team found its offense here in the second half. The #9 team in the country flexes its muscle here in the second half and pulls away for a convincing season opening victory.
NC State struggled a little bit early, but they really turned it on, as you said, and the guards came on. I think they've got a lot on film that they know they need to work on, but anytime you can take an early win, you take it. You've got a few days to practice for a huge matchup with South Carolina right around the corner.
What a debut for Zoe Brooks. She's got 21, and we're talking to Isaiah James when we come back. Fun night to wrap things up here in Raleigh. Stay tuned for the interview.